That's what you learn from, if it's mistakes you want to say, but you just learn from someone else's path before you.
Yeah.
Basquiat was the same thing. I just watched this documentary. I've watched a few documentaries on him, but this one, he was in it. It was 2009. So it's an older doc, and it's dope as hell, man. And it was sad because that industry did break him.
Yeah. I don't know too much about Basquiat, but like
Basquiat was like, I guess, a contemporary art. He came up in the 70s, 80s, New York. He was French, Haitian, black. He was a mix. He spoke a bunch of different languages, and he was like the original, like Banksy?
Banksy.
Yeah, he was like that. Like, he would tag, and he kind of invented Twitter.
What you mean?
I mean, where everybody was spray painting subways and either doing murals or their name, he would put like, time is relative.
Oh, like thoughts.
I like sandwiches or something. Yeah,
like little tweets.
Little tweets.
Yo,
he
that's
was doing
fire.
little tweets, and his name was, and he would sign it Samo, S-A-M-O. So from these tags and these things he was saying these little pearls, stuff that in the future it would hit. And even back then, they're like, what the fuck is this? So he became known in the art scene. And then he was just cutting edge, man. And then he would draw little postcards, and he saw Andy Warhol, who was like a cutting edge artist at that time too.
Yeah,
he was like the
biggest.
man. Yeah. And a weirdo, weirdo artist, little pervert looking type dude.
Yeah.
But he,
big time. With the fucking mushroom cut.
Yeah, but he was cool apparently. Like, always doing this, and always fussy. And he sold him a card, and then he like, then he went home and just he'll grab like a piece of garbage and just make something like brilliant on it. And his stuff looked like a child wrote it or something, but it was a real technique he used. And if you look, I didn't know he had studied all the great artists. So you can take something from whatever, Da Vinci or Matisse or something, he'll go and you'll see his version, and it's a whole
different thing.
A whole different thing.
Like
so he was just
universe.
Whole different universe.
Yeah.
And he was the first person to really bring that blackness to the art. He wasn't the first person. That's ignorant of me to say. But to that crossover crowd, that's what he was. He was like this crossover artist. The blacks their works weren't, getting, shown in the MoMA and all of these different places. And then so he broke in through that industry, but it kind of cost him a lot.
Yeah, everything. How did he die? Like, what happened?
Heroin overdose.
Oh, shit.
Heroin overdose, man. And it was
young.
like, this idea of always having to prove yourself to the white establishment.
Yeah.
To as the epitome of greatness. And I'm just paraphrasing, but that's what I took from it. And it was like, it's not worth your life. But the shit he did was so raw, and it's like some group liking your shit isn't important. That's what I took from it.
Yeah.
But he's an art, he's like, he was a young guy too, 27.
Oh my God.
He's like the Jimi Hendrix of like
that's
art.
fucking insane.
He was,
man.
but he was so cutting edge, and he was unapologetically black, but he was in this white world, this white art world, and that controlled his too much of what was going on with him, and it was sad, man, but it was still kind of beloved, like just what he did, his contribution, and I took that from it though, like. Yeah. You got to express yourself doing whatever. You got to express yourself no matter what and be you, and maybe not give a fuck as much. I think that's been happening with my comedy.
Big
like
time.
I've been able to.
And
I care so much about it. I care so much about. Sorry but I care so much about being honest and funny and connecting. We got a show tonight. I care about that.
Yeah.
I'm doing shit in the day, thinking about that. Like, I'm gonna have fun tonight because I'm gonna be in a moment.
Yeah.
But not because I hope they like me.
Oh.
Fuck them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Fuck if they like me.
Yeah.
No, to come and then we'll figure that out. you came, you bought tickets, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And if we're not, I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
That's my mentality, because I don't want to be on that other side of things of like, they just don't like me enough.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, they turned on me.
Yeah.
I'm not funny no more than them, man. Fuck them. If they could do what you do, then they do it.
And they do it and they can't do it. That's amazing. yo, don't hesitate. Do it.
I'll check on the motherfucking CIA, nigga. Ha!
No, that's fire. That's fire, man. I love that, bro. That was beautiful.
Yeah, man.